oh my god, that was a pedophile. Hi there, I'm Roux. Welcome to Storytime with Roux. That's me. Yeah. This week on Storytime, let me tell you the story of the creepy pedophile. This story happened when I was like 17 or 18, and it was during the winter time. So I was outside in my garden, in the front garden, and I was walking my cat on a leash. I was not wearing any makeup, because who wears makeup to just go outside in their garden to walk their pet? I don't. So I was standing there, no makeup, and it was really cold outside, so I was wearing like a snow jacket and the snow pants, and I had like the whole hood like, so you could just see this much of my face. And with the snow pants and the snow jacket, I kind of look like an overgrown toddler. You know how toddlers look when you like stuff them into snowsuits and they just walk around, they can barely like move because it's just so stuffed. Yeah, I kind of look like that, like the overgrown version of that. So imagine it, set the scene. On with the story. So I was standing there with my cat, just looking at her, walking her in the garden, when all of a sudden I have this, like that feeling you get when you've got like this primal feeling of someone's watching me. So I look up, and down the street, I see this elderly man walking down the street, down the road that goes past my house. And he's staring at me. Not just looking at me. You know that thing that people do when they try to get contact with somebody in a crowd and, you know, people can't hear you, so you like stare at them whilst like arching your, like this, like, look at me, I'm staring at you, I'm getting your attention. He was looking at me like that. It was really bizarre. And this is a man, total strangers. I was like, huh? So I was just perplexed in utter like, what the fuck? Just like standing there kind of, this feels weird. I was creeped out by it, okay? But there were two conflicting emotions going on in my head because society teaches us, probably not a good idea that they teach us this, but that elderly people are harmless and nice. So on the one side I was like, oh my god, why is he staring at me? That's hella creepy. And the other side it was like, he's just an elderly man. He's probably harmless. He's probably just looking at you because, I don't know, he's, who knows? So it was like two conflicting emotions. So I was just like looking at him and he, you know, continued walking, coming closer, when all of a sudden he starts taking a slight right towards my house. As in, he takes a right and walks right into my garden. Yeah, and we have a fenced garden, so that was no accident. And he's in my garden now. What the fuck? And I was just like, what the hell? And I was so perplexed and in kind of like, this isn't happening, is it? That I wasn't saying anything, I was just like looking at him like this, like. When the old man, he like starts motioning and walking like kind of hunched, like he's, you know, like, oh, I'm just an elderly harmless man, may I pet your cat? And I was like, huh? And there were two conflicting emotions, as I said, going on in my head, because it's like, this isn't happening, he's an old man, harmless, no, this is creepy, what the fuck, this is not normal, harmless, not normal, harmless, not normal, when all of a sudden, the silence is broken by a noise coming from our right. It's my mom trying to open the front door, but it's locked, so we just go. And that's when everything became very uncomfortably, creepily, crystally clear. The horror on this man's face was just like, and he backtracks and walks away so fast, like he power walks, almost runs away down the street, away from me. It was just, oh my god, that was a pedophile. Because me standing there, looking like an overgrown toddler with no makeup, I probably could have easily looked like 13. So that creeped me out, and for the longest time after that, for months after that, I was totally paranoid because it's like, oh my god, this man walked by my house where I live. I was so creeped out by it, so every time I went outside, I would wear form-fitting clothes that would be like, look, I have curves, not a child, and I would wear makeup every time I went outside. Even if I was just going outside in my own garden, I would be wearing makeup and wearing form-fitting clothes because it was like, holy shit, this man knows where I live, and he's a total pedophile. It was just the creepiest thing ever. Like, normal people do not look horrified at the thought of being caught at what they think is a young child together in their garden. No, they do not look horrified and they do not run away. Like, normal, innocent, non-creepily pedophile people do not do that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was a bona fide pedophile, and I'm like, I just hope that he moved, or I don't know, like, that he doesn't live around me anymore, because I haven't seen him, but it was like, creepy. You know, you hear it all the time, that creepy, like, demented, disturbed people live among us and they seem normal until they don't. I totally believe that. Have you ever experienced anything like that where you just have that gut feeling that there is something severely wrong with this person? There is something wrong with them. This does not feel okay at all. That what they're doing is just creepy? Comment below. I feel what I've just taken away from that, and just in life in general, is if you get that feeling of there's something wrong here, go with that. It's better to be wrong. You know, it's better to be like suspicious and be proven wrong than to be like, no, they're harmless, and go, no, that was pedophile. If you like that video, then like it and share it with your friends and total strangers on the internet, because sharing is caring. If you're not a subscriber of mine, click the subscribe button. Do it now. What kind of story do you want to hear next? Comments below.